Hey, I'm Obi. This is Stream Punk Sports. Today we're giving you 5 quick facts about today's NFL lineup. Don't forget, you can find us on all your favorite social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Insta at Stream Punk Sports. Well, except for Twitter, at Stream Punk Sport. Hold the S, 15 character limit. Also tonight, Pittsburgh-San Diego game will be live streamed on our Twitch, Stream Punk Sports. Go ahead, watch, tune in, and leave us some comments. Let us know how we're doing. Ooh, it's getting cold here in the northern hemisphere of Tetra, and that's got me thinking Packers-Vikings. In this 122 game series, the Packers have the overall lead. But since 2016, Minnesota Vikings have a 6-4-1 lead. Does this have to do with the 7 games in this series that have been quarterbacked by Kirk Cousins? You betcha. In those 7 games, he's got 15 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions for a QBR of 107.5. Overall, our man Aaron Rodgers, he's faced the Vikings 25 times for, hear this, 50 touchdowns. That's 2 a game. More impressive, only 7 interceptions. That gives you a QBR of 108.5. The Detroit Lions, fresh off their first non-loss of the season, head to First Energy Stadium, you know, the company that keeps the Edison bulbs on out of Akron, to play the Cleveland Browns. These are the only 2 teams to ever go 0-16. To add to their woes, since the 21st century, they've combined to lose 2/3 of their games. And since 1990, they've won 3 playoff games combined. 2 for the Browns, 1 for the Lions. The Lions have seen superstars like Stafford, Megatron, and Sanders come and go. Meanwhile, the Browns can't pick a quarterback. They may finally have one in Mayfield, who is the key to their inconsistency. If this guy could just play 75% of his max, 100% of the time, they may find themselves a winning recipe. Best game of the weekend for my money, Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City started off slow with an atrocious defense, still ranked 6th and worst in points allowed at 29 points per game. This despite a 3-game win streak where they've allowed less than 13 points to their opponents for each of those games. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, Andy Reid, as Andy Reid will, is asking his team to throw the ball 43 times per game. Can Patrick Mahomes shoulder that burden? I think so. He threw for 5 touchdowns last game for the 5th time in his career. That's 5 for 5, just like our 5 quick facts. Meanwhile, let's go to the etherweb to check out the Dallas Cowboys. According to FootballOutsiders.com, they have a 95.7% chance of reaching the playoffs and winning the NFC East. Not surprising, the NFC East could be called the NFC least. Meanwhile, and more importantly, they have a 24.9% chance of representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. That's the highest in the NFC. Why is that, you say? Probably because of Dak Prescott having a career year with a 110.8 QB passing rating. That is the highest in his career. He demanded his money and now he's earning it. Good for you, Dakota. Speaking of East, the 3-7 Dolphins head to East Rutherford to play the 2-7 Jets. The problem for both these teams is their young quarterback is injury prone, and their backup also injured. Since 1966, these teams have faced off 111 times for a perfect 55-55-1 record. Yeah, splitting that series even. Today's a big game, huh? In the last 10 seasons, they've combined for 1 playoff game, a 30-12 drubbie in 2016 at the hands of the Steelers in Pittsburgh. The Jets, not including this season, have finished in last place 5 of the last 6 years, save for a 7-9 record in 2019, where the Dolphins found their way into last place. There is one bright spot for the Dolphins. Today, they're going to try to make it 9 wins in the last 11 matchups between these 2 teams at 1 p.m. Eastern. Lastly, let's talk about Sunday night's game. A game we'll be streaming on Twitch at Stream Punk Sports. Please join us for reactions, ramblings, and commentary. Both the Pittsburgh Steelers at 5-3-1 and the San Diego Chargers at 5-4 are 1 game out of their division lead. Pittsburgh got that tie in embarrassing fashion against the Detroit Lions. Come on, that was ridiculous. Meanwhile, the Chargers, who have been struggling of late, are riding behind Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has thrown for 50 touchdowns and only 17 interceptions with a 66 completion rating since starting in the NFL. Now, your absolute useless let's win a bar bet fact. 2 quarterbacks have punted an NFL playoff game since 1990. Who are they? 1, Big Ben Roethlisberger, 2008 for 25 yards. That's your fact. Now, who's the other? Come on, think about it. That's right, Tom Brady. Well, that's it for my 5 quick facts today. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube. You can go ahead and find us on Facebook and Instagram at Steampunk Sports and Twitter at Steampunk Sport. Save the S, 15-character name limit. Of course, tonight on Twitch, Steampunk Sports, we'll be live streaming that aforementioned Pittsburgh Steelers LA Charger game. Join us for commentary and ranting. Tomorrow, Scott is going to preview for you his New York Giants against Tom Brady's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Until then, stay safe on your trip around Seoul. I'm Obi for Steampunk Sports.